What's up everybody and welcome to another edition of AGR's Pop Culture Reviews. And I'm really sorry that I haven't been able to post up a video. I know I said I was going to get this review in a long time ago, but you know, life. And even though I got a little bit interrupted, I'm still going to stick to the schedule. I am going to do this statue as well as Sideshow Collectibles' version of the Wasp. It's all coming up, so stay tuned for those reviews. I also got a pretty significant haul last week, so we've got a lot of things that we're going to be reviewing. Make sure that you click on the bell icon so you can stay up to date with all the reviews and you don't miss anything. Now, one of the very first statues that I reviewed for this channel was TweeterHead's version of Batman Returns Catwoman, and that was a phenomenal statue, and it actually put TweeterHead on my radar. Now, I wasn't sure if they were making great statues before, but it certainly caught my attention, and I had a greater appreciation for this company. Now, they are doing something pretty interesting and really introducing a new line called the Superpowers Collection, and naturally, when I heard that WonderWoman was going to be a part of it, I was definitely intrigued. So today we're going to be reviewing TweeterHead's version of WonderWoman, part of the Superpowers collection. Let's take a closer look. Now, there have been literally dozens of iterations of Wonder Woman, and it looks like this statue takes many of its design cues from the Super Friends TV show, and it is awesome. The head sculpt on this piece is just beautiful. It's lovely to look at. The countenance in the face is perfect. I love the application of the makeup. It's not too ostentatious. Also, the skin tones are great. The eyes here are done so well, and of course we have that iconic tiara with the red star, and the hair sculpt is beautiful, guys. This is such a great head sculpt. Now, the head sculpt here looks great, but where I really think they did a magnificent job was definitely in the midsection and upper torso of this piece. Now, they call it superpowers for a reason. Just take a look at the muscular structure there. It is so well defined, the skin tone is done so well, and this shade of skin tone really complements the overall color palette of her costume. What I really like is that it's slightly muted so it doesn't look too cartoony. The subtle details on this piece is really where it shines, particularly with the lasso. It is very detailed. I love what they did here, guys. This is magnificent. Now, the minute that you take this piece out of the box, it just screams presence. And a lot of that has to do with the incredible stance here. It has a nice wide gape, and just take a look at the muscular structure on her legs. Now, here's the thing. They're not so cut, but they are thick, just like an Amazon's, and it looks really good. The boots are done in that classic Wonder Woman look, and again, they're muted. I love that white stripe down the middle. It just looks so good, guys. I really like the art direction and style here. Now, I do know that there's a Comic-Con or some kind of exclusive version of this statue where she's able to wield the sword and shield. Now, unfortunately, that's not the piece that I got, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't look awesome nonetheless. Now, there's a lot of detail on the shield. It's very ornate. I love the color palette here, and again, it is a little bit more classic. Now, you can't unsheathe the sword, but it is pretty detailed, and again, this is not ultra photorealistic. It's what we really see in those 1970s cartoons with the Super Friends, but overall, it does look really well and complements the overall piece. Now, fortunately, TweeterHead gave us some additional accessories for some display options. Basically, they're different hands in order for you to showcase her deflecting or having bullets ricochet off the bracelets, and they're pretty cool. I actually like the cartoony vibe to them. They look pretty awesome and really in line with what we would have seen in the cartoon or even in the TV show. Again, they look pretty cool, and it gives you a choice of how you want to display this piece. I just think it's nice when they give us these little extra things to give us more of a choice in how we want to display it. Now, you definitely want to mirror this piece for obvious reasons. There is a lot of detail on the reverse side, particularly with the hair sculpt. You get such a great appreciation for the time and care and kind of design cues that went into this. The hair sculpt on the reverse side is really remarkable. It's nice and thick and lots of diamondism there. And of course, she has some really great fan service. I mean, this is probably one of the best I've seen on a Wonder Woman statue. Those briefs and those stars never look better. Also, we get a greater appreciation of the engineering here and how she attaches to the base. The calf muscles are done very well. Definitely mirror this one, guys. Now, the base here looks fantastic, albeit somewhat cliche. I mean, tell me a Wonder Woman statue that doesn't have her atop of some kind of broken column. Nevertheless, it does look good. The shading is done remarkably. It looks like actual stone, and it feels that way. There's a lot of great detail here. I especially love the little bits and the crumbling. It just looks really great, guys. It is a very big footprint relative to the piece, but given the gape and the stance, I can basically forgive that because it does look really good, and it does give this piece a lot of presence. Now look, I review a lot of Wonder Woman statues, and as you guys know, I have a lot of them in my collection, but nevertheless, I don't let that impede my overall review, and this is definitely a holy grail piece. Given this price point, it is a wonderful alternative if you're on a budget, and especially if you simply don't have the space for a larger premium format statue. I think this one works perfectly for you. Now before I go, I just want to thank F&B Collectibles Incorporated for sponsoring today's video, and Sideshow Collectibles for sending this wonderful piece over for review. Alright everybody, so that's my official review of TweeterHead's version of Wonder Woman, part of the Superpowers collection. As always, I thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next AGR's Pop Culture Reviews.